Hello, hello. Hello. Hi. How are you? Um I'm so fantastic, fantabulous, just living life on the high side. I'm gonna lower the volume further because I think it's quite distracting. Sometimes I forget that the music gets really loud, and so like I have the music on and it's like really loud, and even in my headphones it's super loud, which is, maybe that's why I don't like loud noises. I I frequently end up turning down the volume of whatever I am listening to because I think it's too loud, and sometimes I'm listening to it on like 10% volume. Hi, Lore. Hello. Hello. Hi. Um, you see, last night I was actually able to sleep at night, and that's why I'm awake properly this time. Um, I'm so glad I was able to sleep. Like, I honestly do think my problem was that I wasn't sleeping in my own room, which I still do think is the problem. Like, because I wasn't sleeping in my own room, and that's why I had like terrible sleep. Then I slept so well, like okay, for like 6 hours I slept well. I woke up at like 3:30 in the morning because I'd gone to sleep at like 10:30 p.m. Um, I woke up and I was like very well rested. I still feel really good. I just feel like I'm probably going to end up falling asleep probably like around 8:30 if I decide I want to eat dinner. Yes. Yeah, I mean, I know loud noises. Obviously, it's because my ears are sensitive. It's a good thing because I chose a career, chose like stuff to do that ends up with me using my ears a lot. But sometimes I don't realize how loud the volume is because like my sister uses my PC sometimes. Okay, that's fine. Oh my god, seriously, have fun, chill for like 30 minutes, and then and then go for your assembly. My sister uses my PC sometimes, and then she turns the volume really high, and so I end up hearing, like, whenever I like use my PC after she's used it for a while, it's just really loud, and I'm like, oh my god, what just happened? It's like a problem on some levels, but mostly it's just like I don't actually care that much because I usually end up turning it down before I listen to anything. Or like reaction speed is fast enough for me to like try to at least not have that happen to my ears. But yeah, my sister apparently came last night into my room to turn off the lights for me because I'd just fallen asleep like with the lights on. And I was like, well, that's really nice of her, but also, I mean, it's like pretty okay if she just left it alone, like if she just left me alone, because I think she was more interested in turning off the I don't know what she was trying to turn off, but my suspicion was that she was trying to come and play games while I was asleep, which is completely fine with me. Like, I'm okay with it, which is why she does it. But then I was like, don't make fake excuses like you're coming to turn off the lights and stuff. And she's like, no, I'm not making fake excuses, I had school today. My mouth moves in this. Wait, okay, so to clarify, this is still a PNG, but the mouth opens and closes. But officially, my mouth moves for my cat model. Like, she moves, like, properly. Like, I made the mouth move in the morning, and, like, right now, just before stream, I was, like, really bored. And for some reason, my answer to boredom these days is to go and do more work. I know, that sounds terrible. It does. It sounds terrible to me too. I don't want to do that with myself. I'm like, oh, I'm so bored. What do? I start working. It feels wrong. I'm not gonna lie, it feels very wrong to do that. Like, work in place of boredom, but then at least I get stuff done. And so I ended up making the mouth move in the morning because I had nothing to do at 5 a.m. And then right now, just before stream, I was trying to figure out the head angles. And now she can look right and left. And now she can look up and down. I just have to synthesize the corners of every single one. And that officially is like a huge chunk of the rigging done. and it looks fantastic. Like, okay, it's still a bit janky because, you know, like it's sort of my first few models, but it still looks really good. I also think it's because of the fact that like the model is so simple that it's more like difficult to make it like all the fine details that are no fine details. It's just like a big bunch of, okay, this is it, this is it, this is it. You know, there's not that much place to like adjust. But then again, like since it's simple, it ends up being like very forgiving. But yeah, now it moves. I want to show it. Wait, can I show it? Let me see. I'm gonna try and see if I can show it. Wait a second. Can I show it? Good. I really do hope I can, because that would be fantastic. It would be like amazing. Oh my god. Okay, my keyboard is malfunctioning again. I've resorted to just like smacking it like properly every single time. And it's a bad idea to do that, right? Like it's probably making it break down faster, but like I don't have a choice. My replacement comes in a few days, and if it keeps malfunctioning, like it's so troublesome. Like when I think about it, if you hear thumping sounds or like smacking sounds, it's because I'm trying to fix the keyboard that's just pretty much just like being quite a bit of a bitch, you know? Okay, it's not helping itself, is it? Yep, I think that one did it. Nope, it did not. Nope. Okay, you know what? It's fine. Yeah, it's fine. I will show it to you maybe some other day. I don't know. I was really excited to show it to you, but like my keyboard doing this is not fun. Whatever. Doesn't matter. I'll show it to you on Discord. I think I can screen record and then show it to you on Discord, because it's so funny. The fact that my mouth now moves, and like the eyes proper. Yes, I want to hear something weird. Give it to me. I'm always up for weird things. Yes, give me. Also, the music is like, I'm slowly getting tired of the background music, because I have it. If you hear it every single day, it gets kind of tiring. But so I was thinking of I should like probably end up making my own sometime soon. So that's probably gonna be my next big project, making my own background music. Yeah, there's no way for me to show it, so it's just gonna have to. Yeah, I'm just gonna show it to you on Discord, and then you can admire my fantastic skills. Also, because it looks really good. Like I know. Yes, food is a good way to distract yourself and make yourself feel better. But you're doing so good, Lor. I'm really proud of you, no matter what. You're doing so good. Okay, so depression because of anemia. I mean, yeah, I'm sure it can like make it worse, or like really give you an episode if you don't eat enough. Because, you know, food is very much tied to your hormones, and hormones affect your emotions, and well, depression is about emotions on some level. Ooh. Dark chocolate brownie brittles. Those sound so good. What? That sounds good, but like, trust in God that I will end up like just not the sea salt part, but the dark chocolate brownie part sounds good, right? But I don't do well with sweet things, so I definitely shouldn't be eating sweet things. I imagine the fact that dark chocolate, as in like more bitter tasting chocolate with sea salt, would be a weird combination indeed. Yeah. It's not. Oh my god, I feel bad for you. But like, it's an interesting concept. Yeah, I'm sure it's the sea salt part that's horrible. Like, I don't know if it was like doused in sea salt or not, but like sea salt is usually used as a finishing salt, but this is already well balanced, or should be well balanced, because it's like dark chocolate. So it's already pretty salt tasting fake. If you did, like, I almost gasped. It doesn't matter what it is, whatever it is. But like, I almost gasped at you saying salt could taste fake. Oh, that's horrible. Salt every single, like, in every single bite. That sounds like a nightmare. Like, for this specific thing, I'm a big fan of salty foods. Yeah, I mean, like, I agree that sea salt is good in certain desserts because like it balances out the sweetness and like lets you actually taste the sweetness as well. But like, how do you make salt taste bad? Well, I didn't think that was possible, but clearly it is. Wow. Wow. Lore out here having the experiences low-key that I want in life. Low-key, by that I mean I want to have weird experiences, but not experiences that make me feel bad. Just like, oh, interesting. But yeah, wow, that would have been like so weird to taste though. Like, I'm trying to imagine it and I can't. I've never tasted salt that tastes bad, or like chemicals, because salt is such a neutral flavor. But wow, I don't know how anyone can make salt taste bad. Like, okay, confession time. Not really a confession, it's just like, yeah, I know, right? Salt is just salty. How do you make it taste bad? I don't understand. Like, I know, like, you can over salt something, but wow. Maybe they didn't use salt and ended up using something that they thought was salt. That could have been an issue. Like, maybe they were like, oh my god, bicarbonate, but it looks like salt. So like they added bicarbonate into their food. Who knows? I don't know how you could make salt taste anything like anything else. I drink hot salt water once in a while. No, not once in a while. Every single time I feel like my throat is gonna start acting up, I drink hot salty water. Like, genuinely. It's just salt and water that's been heated up. And it just makes me feel so good. Because for some reason, I can't stand hot water just like plain. It has to be mixed with something. So like, if it's tea or honey or like sugar. But like, sugar isn't something that I enjoy drinking or eating. Because like, oh, no visible salt. So maybe they like added like stuff inside it, which is really weird because you usually don't do that. It's usually like as like a on top thing. Wow, I've never heard of this, which is really funny because I haven't heard of a lot of things. But yeah, I don't, going back to the whole like drinking salty water, warm salty water, it's because I can't stand plain hot water. I think part of it is to do with like me having to drink a lot of hot water because I was very like, I always had a cold when I was a child, and it's like way better now. But like I used to be forced to be drinking hot water, but I would like genuinely never drink hot water because I like hated it for some reason. I still think like just plain hot water makes me not want to drink hot water at all. So like I mix salt in it so that I can like feel something from it instead of it like being tasteless. Or like, I don't know, like hot water has a specific metallic taste that I don't enjoy, and so I'm like, I'll mix salt in it, like just make it better. I can't make sugar because like sugar makes me want to throw up, no doubt. It's like sugar is something that I just don't think I can handle at all. Like, these days it's even worse. There was like this one day where I was having this dessert. Okay, you know what dessert reminds me of? I was saying that I went out with my brother like a few days ago, right? So we went to this restaurant, pretty standard. Like it's not like a fancy restaurant. I think it just has like a wacky theme of like you're like inside a flight or something. Saltwater reminds you of the dentist. What kind of dentist are you going to that has salt water? I want. Yeah. You know what? I probably shouldn't have said that. That sounds weird. But yeah, so we went out for dinner. And so we had our food, and I was like, I really want dessert. Now, usually I don't go for dessert because it makes me, again, nauseous. I really don't like eating dessert. So, like, but I was like, really specifically, there's something like that most, or if not all, restaurants in India serve, at least where I live, which is like a very simple dessert. It's just a brownie that's on a hot plate that has like chocolate sauce drizzled all over it with like an ice cream, like a scoop of ice cream on top of it, right? So I was like, I really specifically want that. I don't know, something about the hot and the cold mixing together really just make it very satisfying. So this person brings out like, you know, a brownie. I've never had water that is tasted salty at the dentist, by the way. Like I'm pretty sure it's not water. It's like I've always had this like chemical thing that I have to hold in my mouth for like 30 seconds or something, and then spit it out. But not salty water, curiously. Maybe just dentists are different, you know? What kind of dentist are you going to? Why do I not like huh? I have no idea that dentists made you like have salty water to wash off. Like, the taste of blood and toothpaste, and it tastes salty. Okay, to be clear, I've never had that experience. Yeah, but the dentist I go to, or like even the one that I used to go to when I was a kid, they would just give like this mouthwash kind of thing. You're supposed to like hold it in your mouth, not swish it around for like a little bit and then spit it out. And that's basically what you use to clean your mouth, or like do whatever procedure they need to do before they like start checking in your teeth and evaluating your life decisions, you know? But yeah. Wow. Wow. I don't know if like this is so different to what like I've had experience with at the dentist. Like I really liked going to the dentist. I still do, like low key. I still enjoy going to the dentist. I know I was a weird kid. I still really like going to the doctors. I still am obsessed with getting vaccines. Like I have some sort of like inside like my heart, I'm just like, vaccines, give me all the vaccines. I didn't even cry when I used to get like vaccines because I just wasn't scared of them. I was just a really excited child. Wow. But wow, definitely, I guess like the procedure is different in most countries. Like some countries might have the salt water thing that you're talking about, and other countries might have like hi fishy, might have like this kind of mouthwash thing, because like all I remember is just holding it in like this like liquid in my mouth, and it tasted like basically nothing, and you hold it for a bit and then you spit it out. So yeah. Wow, dentists are so weird though. The last time I went to the dentist was like literally a month ago, because I basically have to go monthly because I still have one half of my braces on my teeth. And oh my god, I was ready for my dentist to say, okay, we can take the braces off because like all the gaps are closed and everything. And she's like, no, we're gonna give it one more month to like let it tighten up. And I was like, huh, sis, please, I want out. I want to chew on chewing gum again. Please let me. But hey, at least that means this month I might get it off, which would be amazing. Like, I'm so excited for it. I don't like the rain, and there's been like a heat wave going around for the past week in my area. Well, in in my area, like I own it. Yeah, it's been really hot, and like I just like I'm like avoiding going outside, and like basically all the windows and like curtains are kept drawn so that like it doesn't get too hot inside the house. But yeah, I don't like the rain. I've always disliked the rain when I'm outside. Like if I'm inside the house and it's raining outside, I'll be like, oh my god, it's so pretty. But if I'm outside, I'll be like, why is it raining? Like, does God hate me? What is the why am I suffering? Like just I will make the biggest fuss ever. But I like windy, like I like the wind before rain starts because it's so like cold and like refreshing. But I don't like rain. It's like if it's going to rain and I know that, I'll stay outside for a bit so that I can experience like the wind, like really appreciate it, and then leave when it starts raining because I don't like the rain outside. I even wrote a song about that. Like I wrote a song that started with I like the rain but only inside. And yeah. You used to wear braces a few years ago and now you're wearing your retainer again. I surprisingly, my dentist kept telling me that like she hasn't seen that many people who are like this like conscientious. I'm like really scared of like having bad dental health. Like again, this is related to something that my like childhood dentist did when I was a kid. So there was this one time where I got this huge cavity, enough where they had to take out the tooth. But like the good thing was that the tooth was a milk tooth, so like it got taken off. Like she had to like basically cut the tooth out because it like fully rotted. And that was like one of the like that was from the when I stopped eating chocolate and basically anything sweet. Like I stopped eating sweet things completely for like quite a few years, which is why right now I can't handle sweet things. But my childhood dentist scared me so much. I just said shared me. She did not share me. I was not shared. She probably shared the fact that I was a kid who literally did not cry about going to the dentist. I was so excited every single time. Like I'd be like, oh my god, auntie, let me. Also here, like it's completely common to call your doctors like doctor, auntie, and stuff like that. So because also you're kids, so like it doesn't matter. But like yeah. And then I got scared by my dentist because she was like, this is because you ate chocolate, stopped eating chocolate, stopped eating anything sweet, like just stopped eating anything that could potentially cause a cavity. And like I still am really really particular about my dental health, like although like I've chilled out a bit more, but geez. Like, which is why when my dentist said, like, my orthodontist, because, like, now I'm an adult, so I have to go to adult doctors. She was like, oh, yeah, I haven't seen that many people who are, like, this, like, careful. And I was like, yes, I don't want to lose my teeth. I don't want to have to get annoying procedures. You are so cool. What the hell? You never got cavities. Wow. I know, Laura, you eat a lot of dessert, and like I trust in your capabilities to keep your mouth clean, like mouth healthy, like your gums in your mouth and your teeth healthy. But like, it's not okay. It's low key surprisingly easy to avoid cavities for some reason. Like if I'm being honest, it kind of is. Like you just have to make sure you brush properly and you just swish your mouth after eating every single time. Like it is surprisingly easy to avoid cavities. But yeah. But still, like if you eat a lot of sweets, the chances of you getting cavities is higher than if you don't eat that many sweets. So I'm just like floored. I'm not like floored. I'm more like in awe of the fact that yeah, I mean, like, if you do the bare minimum, it should work. Like, by bare minimum, I just do mean, like, brushing enough and brushing with, like, the proper technique and, like, eating food in proper ways. By that, I just mean, like, don't let food sit in your mouth for too long. That's how you get cavities. Because the bacteria eat away at your enamel and they dig inside your, like, gums and, like, try to extract all the nutrients out of you and then try to get into your brain to kill you. I mean, like, I feel like you can get like a tiny toothbrush to keep with you if you really need one. Right? I feel like you can. I'm sure that that exists. Ooh. What do you mean by funny? I'm not like no professional, this is no diagnosis, but I'm curious as to why you said like they feel funny. Ah, squeaky. That's huh. To be fair, the only time that I feel like my teeth are like feeling weird is when I eat a lot of sour food at the same time. Then it like feels like my teeth are starting to dissolve. Or like they've become gummy. Like they feel weird. That's it. Oh, but they don't feel squeaky. So maybe it's just like normal for you. I don't exactly know how, like, okay, to be fair, like everyone's experience with their teeth like differs. Oh. But like if you're by the way, if you do want to brush after you like eat and stuff, at least wait like 25 minutes because there's like acid in your food, and if you brush like right after you eat, you could like help strip away like the protective enamel that you do have. That is indeed from a dentist, by the way. So yeah, be careful. But yeah, I mean, I feel like I understand what you mean because I think it's happened to me before once or twice. I don't really remember it well though. Like it just feels like there's something wrong with your teeth, doesn't it? But you have no idea what. It's weird. The concept of teeth is also a little bit off, you know? It's like when I really think about it, I'm like half of my teeth are useless, okay? I don't need to like tear flesh or like use my canines. Yeah, it'll cause sensitive teeth. That's why you don't want to brush right after you eat. So like if you're somebody who likes to eat breakfast before you brush your teeth, you should wait at least 25 minutes after you're done eating so that like the acid doesn't cause any problems for your teeth. Which is really funny when I think about it, because like these days I have been brushing after I've eaten something, but that's just because I've been waking up at really inconvenient times. Or sleeping at really inconvenient times, so I don't even know what time is my wake up, what time am I sleeping. But like before, I didn't even like eat before brushing my teeth. Like it's okay if I don't take a shower and eat, but like without brushing my teeth, I literally cannot. But like it doesn't make that much of a difference if you brush before eating or after eating. Like when you wake up, that's what I mean. Like so if you wake up and you brush your teeth and then go eat, it doesn't make that much of a difference than brushing your teeth a good half hour later after you eat, after waking up. Which when I think about it is quite an interesting study to do, I bet. Like these people just went there and were like, okay, so what you have to do is you guys are gonna brush right after waking up, and you guys are gonna brush after you eat food, immediately after. And then they were like, okay, so you guys are gonna brush a few, like some amount of minutes later after you've eaten food after waking up. And like I just think studies like this are interesting. Like I don't know how they came about and understood that this is what happens, or like, oh, this is what you should do if you want to avoid certain like outcomes for your body parts, including your teeth. But then I'm just like, oh my god, they probably like had to conduct a massive amounts of research before they could conclude that this is actually true. But yeah, humans as a like species are so weird and interesting. Like not recently, I've always been following like a lot of weird blogs and like video creators. By that I do mean YouTubers. I was gonna say YouTubers, but I felt like weird saying YouTubers, so I said video creators in hopes that it would like make sense, but it really doesn't. But one of the few I do follow, ardently is someone called Ask a Mortician, okay? She's so funny, number one, okay? Like, she has really good scripts that she's not afraid to use. She's, like, really funny and, like, makes a lot of content that I enjoy. But some of her videos are about, like, history and, like, history, like, she's a mortician, so she usually is talking about death or something related to the body, you know? And so there was this one time where she was talking about, like, how, like, I don't even remember what it actually was about, but I just remember, like, her talking about a lot of bodies. So, like, our teeth, they're quite hard. Like, they can last for a long time. And you know what's funny is your jaw has, like, your when your milk teeth come out, your permanent set of teeth are just inside your jaw waiting until they fall off. Isn't that so wild? I don't know why, but that always makes me a little bit uncomfortable, but also like, oh my god, that's so cool. And I still feel like, what if there was like another set of teeth waiting for me if these ones fall out? I feel like that might actually end up happening for humans as a race, because, you know, we're kind of greedy and also really clumsy and get hurt really easily. So if somebody's tooth falls out, at least they know that they can grow a new one. Which, when you think about it, is really funny. Like, these, like, stupid, like, kids in their, like, infanthood start losing teeth and then grow more out. Like, I know it's not actually grow, because I just said that they're, like, sort of in your skull and they just fall down or, like, fall out, or, well, like, really just grow when your, like, old teeth are broken and, like, gone. Your milk teeth are gone. But when you think about it, like, isn't it weird that they're just in your jaw? Okay, truly, I agree with you. It's like a big fear. I just constantly, like, not constantly, obviously, I'm not constantly thinking about it, because I don't think I think about my teeth that much anymore, which is quite a good thing for me, because I was kind of obsessive over like my teeth for quite a while. Excuse me, I had to yawn. Yeah, but I fear my teeth falling out, because that means I might have to get dentures, and I don't know, for some reason I'm really scared of dentures. Like, I don't know how to explain it. I just find the idea of getting fake teeth, like, absolutely ridiculous for myself. I'm not even talking about anyone else. Like, I'm just for myself. Like, I just find it, like, crazy, and then I'm like, yeah. It's no, we can't afford teeth falling out. Like, I don't want to live long enough to see my teeth fall out, you know? Does that make any sense? Because, like, I fear the day that I'll get old enough to have my teeth starting to fall off, and then I'll just be like, huh? Oh my god. You know? But yeah. From the fact of teeth, we're gonna go back and, like, circle back to my dessert story. Because I feel like I didn't even end up completing it. I forgot where I stopped, but I'm pretty sure it was about, like, I'm pretty sure I stopped it around, like, oh, we ordered this thing called sizzling brownie with ice cream. So basically, it's just like a very plain brownie. Sometimes I've heard that the restaurants that serve this, which is basically most of them, they just buy brownies in, like, bulk. They don't even make their own. So it doesn't matter how they're making it, right? I just wanted to eat it. I was really excited to eat it. We get the thing, and the brownie, under the brownie is a piece of bread, and under the piece of bread is a hot plate. Now the bread is completely burnt from the bottom, but now you have to, like, add the chocolate sauce on top, and then add, like, the ice cream. So I'm, like, excited. I'm, like, ready to eat this, right? I'm like, oh my god, I've really been looking forward to this. And so I pour the chocolate sauce, and immediately it starts smoking up. Like, it's like there's smoke everywhere on, like, the thing, and then the smoke sort of penetrates all the way through inside the brownie, right? And then I'm like, okay, like, the smoke dies down. I'm like, okay, I guess I can take a bite. And then I, like, start to take a bite, and it tastes awful. It tastes burnt. And you'll be like, Mew, but you said there's a piece of bread under it, so how could it be burnt? It's because of the smoke. The smoke made it burnt. And so I couldn't eat it. And then I was just like, this is disgusting. I can't eat this. We ended up sending it back and saying we don't really need anything else, and it just, like, left. because like obviously we didn't need anything else. But like, can you imagine like going to a restaurant, you were like expecting it to taste good and then it just tastes burnt, and I was like, huh, this kind of, this is not fair, this is just not fair. I want my dessert, I want it now. Ended up ordering ice cream a few days later, and I did eat the ice cream. It's pretty good. There's only a few ice creams that I'm able to tolerate because of the sweetest level. One of them is like this really, I really love this ice cream brand. I'm not gonna say the name, but like it's only really in my city, so it's like very local. And I really like it because there's one specific flavor that just suits my taste so much, and it's called Belgian dark chocolate. It tastes so good. Like, it's slightly bitter, not enough that you're like cringing at the bitterness, but just enough where it feels like a, like, you know, like a small, like, you know, like a reminder that this is actual chocolate that's being used. But like the ice cream, it's actually a gelato shop instead of an ice cream shop. But their gelato is really good. But I just call it ice cream because I don't care enough about the differences between gelato and ice cream. Okay, so and I really like how smooth and silky the ice cream feels inside your mouth. Like, the mouthfeel is 10 out of 10. So good. It's just fantastic. And there's like chocolate chips, like sort of like, and chocolate shavings all inside, like sort of folded into it, so you can get a little bit of like more texture in your mouth every single time you eat it. And I'm just like, this is the life that I want to live. You know, this is what I want to do. I just want to eat this ice cream forever. The only closest I've gotten to having a similar ice cream, but it wasn't an ice cream, it was froyo, was in Malaysia when I was staying there for like 8 months. And I remember telling everyone I knew about the fact that I was eating a froyo every single day, basically, while coming back from college. And that was the froyo that tasted suspiciously similar to my favorite ice cream in the world, Belgium dark chocolate, from a specific shop that I'm not going to say the name of right now, because then you'll definitely be able to know where I am. And as unscared as I am like, it's also better to be safe than sorry, you see. And oh my god, I just said gourd. Oh my good gourd. Yeah, yes, indeed. That froyo, I still haven't been able to forget it. Bye, Lore. I still haven't been able to forget that froyo. Like, I still crave it, low-key. I'm just like, oh my god, I just really want like a giant like cup of that specific froyo. And I only ever got it from one place. It was really close to my house. It was just like I just had to cross the street and like walk like 2 seconds over to the shop that sold a lot. Like, it was just like a convenience store, 24-hour one, thankfully. And I used to pass by it every single day while coming back from college and even going to college. But I was obsessed with it because of the froyo. Like, I didn't even care about anything else they were selling, but they were like a really good, resourceful place which had a lot of everything. Like, whatever a convenience store has. So like, imagine like all the sauces and stuff, and like you have like a whole row of like an aisle of like chips and an aisle of like noodles. So there was like a lot of stuff there that I really liked about this convenience store specifically. I think that's why I kept going back even though the froyo wasn't available anymore, because they changed the flavors. I was really waiting for like the matcha flavor to turn around before I left, but it never did. I didn't get to have any matcha flavored froyo at all, which was kind of sad. You know, I really did look forward to it, not gonna lie. Sucks. I low-key want to go like and live outside alone again, because like it was just so different. Like, it's just so on some level freeing. You don't have to think about your parents, you don't have to think about anyone else. You can just do whatever you want whenever you want. Evident from my much known midnight adventures in Malaysia, where I just did go out at midnight quite a lot because I was kind of a piece of shit. Okay, I really wouldn't even go past like you know, it would be really close by, but it would still be so fun because like I'm annoying and I love doing this to myself. But yeah, I kind of miss it. Like, I kind of miss going out and like having fun, but by myself, because it's been a while since I've done that. Well, to say approximately 3.5 months. But yeah, it's been a while since I came back. I really was excited to leave this year again, but it didn't happen, so I guess it's next year that's better. But yeah, I really, I really do like, I really, I really do like spending time with myself in like these places that I enjoy like finding and like having fun in. It just is so refreshing and nice, you know? Like it's unexpected how much I like it, because like obviously like the answer isn't just going to be about whether or not like, you know, I'm there right now or not. But there are people who are there, and I was low-key thinking, what if I just go back? And I was like, yeah, it's not really gonna happen. As much as I enjoyed myself, I don't think it's the place for me. I don't really consider it anywhere important other than, oh, okay, like if my first college was there, and it's just gonna be that way probably forever, because I'm not that interested in going there and living there for like 2.5 years extra for a different course, like for a different degree course. But yeah, apparently it's not a bad degree course, but you know, I still want to just stay and go where I want to go instead of going just whatever is convenient. But yeah, I slept through the night, but like I had a really weird, wacky dream that I don't really remember. I just know that it was weird. But like I feel like I'm gonna end up sleeping really early today, because I'm like didn't actually sleep that much. Even though I slept through the night, I still slept quite a little amount, which makes sense, you know, because like I ended up like sleeping, like falling asleep randomly, and then just waking up at like 3:30 4 a.m. in the morning. It's like dead, like really early in the morning where I should not be awake, but I was awake because I'm kind of sick inside the head, you know. I have problems. I'm sorry. I just can't explain it. It's just how it is. I'm like low-key shivering, not because it's cold, but because like I had like the chill, the shivers, the heebie-jeebies, if you will. And I just like shivered, and like I was like, oh, give me a second. To myself. I didn't actually need a second. I was just alarmed for like a second. I wonder what triggered that. But yeah, I don't know what else to talk about today. Like honestly, I don't even have much to talk about. I don't know why I schedule chatting streams every single week when I don't even know what to talk about. But then I like chatting streams. I think they're quite fun, and they're quite like, it's about interaction in the end. I feel like I have this fear of, if I don't do it, like it's gonna like lessen my level of interaction with the people who are supporting me. And I think that is something that's like really important to note down in your heart, because if you feel like something is bothering you about a specific thing, you gotta do something about it, right? Like, as if you don't, then you're just kind of there doing nothing about anything. But yeah, back to Cat Mew. I made her head move, right, like right and left, up and down. I was trying to synthesize the corners. Now it's not going well, because like the whole thing is like going kind of wonky, crazy, if you must, like kind of wild. So I don't even know what it could mean for everyone who uses something like that. What was I talking about? Wait, I just had like a blank in my head, and I just said something and I have no idea what I said or what I was talking about. What? Okay, I have no idea what I was talking about. I'm pretty sure it was about sleeping or something. Oh my god, I just forgot so spontaneously. Yikes. Yeah, I'm just gonna also talk about, okay, oh my god, so I started reading this book. Again, it's not like a completed book. It's like at the start it only has 18 chapters, and the total has like 200 or something. But like I'm eagerly awaiting it. It's called Okay, you know what? I don't know what's called, but like the plot basically goes like there's this god who transmigrated into the interstellar world. This god is a god of farming, but the interstellar world doesn't have any farms, doesn't have much like cultivation for food specifically. So he's like, well, then he's like, okay, so I can't really afford to buy land to plant things, so I'm gonna make a game that's like basically a cozy mind, like think Stardew Valley esque, but like it's just about farming. The game is about farming, and then he like posts the game and then gets famous. Obviously, that's the premise of the book. It's so good, like it's so adorable, like it's so cutesy. I really enjoyed reading 18 chapters of it. I'm eagerly awaiting the next few because like I really did enjoy it. I think it's really good. I was also surprised by how much, like, how different the concept was, because usually it's like about the food instead of the farming, which is like always fine. I enjoy it nonetheless, but like I was just like, wow, that, you know, this is like something that I didn't expect to see or like even to find, but when I did find, I was really excited that I did, because that meant I read it, and I read it and it was really good. Up until now, like it only has had like a few chapters, like 19 chapters, 18 chapters is not enough. I really want the 19th one. I feel like if it comes out today, I'll really be happy. But yeah, cat mew is kind of like sometimes a headache, because I just can't figure out like the in-betweens. Not like the in-betweens, but like the head up to the right and up to the left and down to the right and down to the left properly enough that I can confidently say, okay, yeah, I did good. You know, like I'm doing something, but I'm not really sure what I'm doing. So it's just been like sort of kind of terrible, you know? So yeah, but it's been really fun rigging Catmew. Like it really is fun. Having a lot of fun experimenting with things. I still don't know how exactly I want to make her body move. Like I kind of want to give it like a like this, I don't know, like this really like stress ball type of feel to it. Like I wanted to look squishy and I wanted to like move like a squishy, which I feel like is kind of misleading, because it is probably not gonna be able to do that. But I feel like as long as I try my best, I'm sure I'll achieve something that satisfies me. Also, weirdly enough, I suddenly am getting really sleepy. Like I'm literally like just my eyes are closing on their own. I feel like there's something wrong with me. But it's fine. Like it's not like I'm sleepy and I'm gonna fall asleep any second. It's just that I'm sleepy and I have no idea why. Maybe it's because I woke up really early. I'm talking really, really fast. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'll talk slower now. I was talking really, really fast. My habit is to talk really, really fast. Like, this is just how I end up talking in the first place. Like, I don't even consider the fact that like somebody might not be able to understand me, because my mom, my sister, as well as my brother and my best friends understand me decently enough where I don't really have to care about the fact that I talk so fast. I've also heard a lot of people say that talking fast means you have like a genius brain, or it's because people or your mouth can't keep up with your brain or some shit. And I'm like, as much as I agree, I also do think like a lot of it is also dependent on like the fact that I've always felt like a sense of urgency to say what I have to say. So I feel like that might have unconsciously contributed to me talking way faster nowadays. But according to my mom, I was mostly always fast, so which is interesting. But yeah, it's just funny how like there's just so many things that you can think of to do, but you don't seem to be interested at all, which is not great. Again, I had that moment where I forgot what I said. I have no idea what I said. I'm not making much sense. My brain is like short circuiting almost. Like I say something and then I just like completely lose my train of thought, and then I say something again and then it makes no sense, I'm sure, because it feels like that. Not good. I don't know why this is happening. I'm like well rested, okay? I'm well rested. I ate food. Like I feel really good. Wow. I think there's something wrong with my brain. But then again, I kind of knew that already. Like, there's a lot of stuff wrong with my brain. It's fine. It's fine. I'm sure it just means like I really just need to just go eat more or go get sleep. I don't know. You know what? It doesn't matter. Yeah, it doesn't matter right now. I promise that I will sleep after this though. Don't worry. Like, after I'm done, I'll sleep just so that I can compensate for the fact that like I'm just, I don't know, maybe it is because of sleep. Maybe like 6 hours ish was not enough. Because I calculated me going to sleep at about like 10:30, 11, and I woke up at around 3:30. So like 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. That's like about 5 or 6 hours, give or take, you know? Yeah. Interesting. Is it actually because I slept like 5 or 6 hours, or maybe it's just because my health may be deteriorating? But that's like really kind of impossible right now because I feel really good. Like, my health has been, like way better than normal. My aches and pains don't come all that often. I mean, they're still there every single day, but they're like kind of negligible because the pain is quite little. And I have a high pain tolerance, so that's always good. But yeah, I have this like room freshener. It's not actually a room freshener. It's like a mist that you can use as like whatever you want to use it as. So like, as like a perfume, a room freshener, or just like a general body mist or face mist. Not really a face mist. It's still like perfume made as perfume, and it smells so good. I really like the scent of magnolia because it has this like pleasant woodsy and fruit, like not fruity but like more to the side of it. It smells really fresh, not taste, but apparently magnolia tastes like with like ginger. Yes, it tastes like ginger apparently, which is really really interesting. Kind of want to taste it at some point in my life, like just pluck off a leaf of magnolia or like a petal of magnolia flower and eat it and say like, okay, yeah, this makes sense, because it tastes like ginger apparently. I've never had one by myself, but I've seen like this video where somebody fried like the petals of magnolia and they supposedly tasted really good, and I kind of want to try it, but like I don't want to go and buy a magnolia flower just to eat it, like I don't even know if the one that I buy will be edible or covered in issues like, what is it called, pesticide or insecticide, all of those things. But yeah, I really like the scent of magnolia. So I bought this like 100 ml bottle of like this room like linen spray or like whatever, all in one like perfume situation. It smells really good. Like, it smells really fresh and clean in a way that you don't expect it to, but it still smells like woodsy and like fragrant and like really has nice notes everywhere. But yeah, it's still quite strong, like 4 or 5 spritzes and it's enough. Usually when I apply perfume, I apply like 1 spritz each behind my ear, and like 3 spritz all over my neck, and once on the back of my neck, and then I do like under my arm, so like in my armpit, like 2 or 3 spritz per side, and then like I go down all my body a few. If I'm like feeling a bit more fancier than usual, I'll do like my wrists and elbows as well, and then I also spray the back of my body. Like, basically I will be covered in perfume from head to toe, and you will be able to smell it because yeah, that's just how it is. Perfume, that it works that way. Plus it's like quite a strong smell, but like it works so well as a room freshener because like it really just brightens up the vibes of your room enough where it counts. I really like room fresheners that smell really really high quality and like smell really good, because like if they smell high quality, that means the chances of it being made with high quality materials is higher, and obviously you don't want to buy cheap stuff that you don't even know where it's getting made or how it's getting made. Like, you want to be sure you're making informed decisions. Like, we come back to that at some point every single day. But yeah, I don't like the way that emojis behave sometimes. They confuse me. Like, they're just a little bit wonky. It's cute, but not cute enough. Emojis are interesting, but I also hate them, honestly, a little bit. I feel like I need to describe why, because like every single application I use, right? If I want to use emojis, it's gonna like change the emojis, so it's gonna look worse than it actually is. Which is why I try not to send emojis to the people I know, because I don't want them to misunderstand what I'm trying to tell them. But apparently, it doesn't matter because I still have my friends, and they don't really care about me hanging out or, like less hanging out, but more like, okay, I forgot what I was going to say. So like it's now gone from my brain. Yeah, again, I don't know why I'm having such lapses in my train of thought. Like it's like I'm getting interrupted constantly by somebody tapping my back and being like, "Hey, hey, hey," and I'm like, "Uh-huh," and then I'm like, "Oh, I don't nope, forgot it. What I was gonna say. It's gone. Forget about it, you know?" It's quite funny if that actually happens though. It's funny to like witness, it's not funny to be the person who's doing that. But yeah, feel like I should stop for today. I really do. Feel like this is gonna keep happening. It's gonna be more than just embarrassing, it might just be concerning. Okay, you know what? We're gonna stop here for today because I'm getting concerned. But I'm really happy that you guys came and watched me stream. I'm really thankful. Thank you so much. I really enjoy doing this. I will see you tomorrow. Maybe even tonight if I feel like doing a gorilla stream, because I understream so early. I feel kind of bad. It hasn't even been an hour fully right now, but my stream of thought has been cut off more than like twice, and I feel like that's a sign. So yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna stop for today. So bye bye. Love y'all.